All right, this is about to be an e-commerce welcome email checklist for you to master the highest grossing email in your entire Klaviyo account. Let's get into it. First, why is email number one in your welcome series even important? So if someone is receiving your opening welcome email, it means they opted into your pop-up form and they have some level of interest in what you actually sell. So it's absolutely crucial to actually capture that interest while it's fresh and convert it into a sale. And this should be the highest grossing email in your entire Klaviyo account. So why not optimize it to actually perform its best? I'm about to give you a simple, straightforward framework from top to bottom that you can use to capture as many sales in this stage as possible. But first, before I get into it, if you know any other brand owners who could use this, share this video with them so we can all grow in 2024. But do not share this video with competitor brands, otherwise they will surely steal your potential buyers. This framework is that powerful. All right, let's get started. So the header section, the top of this email should contain nothing but a simple logo of your brand, not links to your about page, contact us page, or shop page. The reason for that being it just distracts the reader from the goal of the email, which is to use their discount or whatever your lead magnet is and hit the call to action button. So just simply add a logo of your company and move on with it. Simplicity sells in this case. So right here you've got an example of a bad header section versus a really good header section. Obviously the Nike one is super plain, super simple, and it doesn't distract you from the goal of the email, which is to sell whatever product is being promoted here. And then in the Old Navy one, you have a bunch of distracting links and banner that doesn't even look good and all this stuff, and it just distracts you from the overall goal. Next, immediately below the logo, you want to welcome the reader, state the offer, and how they can take advantage of the offer immediately. Do not bury the offer and call to action low in the email where they can't easily find it. The reader should be here to actually claim this discount and get to know your brand so they can make a buying decision. So simply give them what they need in order to buy right away, because that's what they're here to do. And this could be really simple copy. An example here, welcome to Nike. Get your entire first order 10% off with code BOOM, Nike 10, shop everything. Boom. Now they click, they're buying, you gave them their discount, they're happy. As you can see here, we welcomed them, we told them what the offer was, we gave them a button to take advantage of this offer. And then for the design part of this email, you should feature something that's engaging and helps them resonate with your brand. It doesn't have to be something crazy, just that could be a laughing family lifestyle photo. Maybe that's your product in use, or maybe it's just a really simple product photo. This is just one of the many things that you could actually split test in this email is what you include in this header section. Now below the fold is what refers to everything that comes after your first call to action, which is the first button. I'm going to show you a simple framework you can use to push the reader towards a sale if they decide to scroll down this email. All right, so the first thing here is a brand benefit statement. So in just 2 to 4 sentences, explain why the person reading this email should buy from you. This should be really short, punchy, and intriguing. Just do not waste time talking about you. Talk about the benefits that you can provide to them. And that's all the reader actually cares about, so why not talk about that? Then you're going to add a call to action underneath the text here. And it also does not hurt to include a small section, or you can A/B test this to see if it converts or not. Next section here is a product recommendation section. So if the reader scrolled on this email, then they haven't yet been convinced to go to your website yet and click one of the buttons you laid out for them. So to bring the website to them, tell them what are the best products to use with their new discount. So you're going to want to begin this section with a subheadline that reads something along the lines of this. Not sure what to use your discount on? We have you covered. That's one version. Most people like to start with one of these. Our top picks to use your 10% discount on. Just things that tell them that these are some options they could use their discount on. And then you're going to want to include 2 to 4 product recommendations below this, and then each one should include a product title, a product image or the product in use, a short product description, social proof, and then a call to action, which is the button. And then right here, you can see an example of this in use with product recommendations. So some ideas to split test in this section. One would be with description versus without description on the actual product. Second one would be with social proof or without social proof. And then third is testing lifestyle photos versus pure product photos. But note that you should only test one element of this email at a time and be sure that you have at least 1,000 recipients or around there before you actually decide on a winner. All right, so if you didn't cover with any of that, the last ditch effort at the bottom of the email is underneath the product recommendation section. You can just add a guarantee, like if you aren't satisfied after 60 days, we refund you in full. You could add social proof, like all the positive reviews you have, free shipping on X dollar amount orders, celebrity shout out if you have something like that, and then anything else that you typically use to promote your brand well. Now, some overall design best practices for this email. So, the email and all email marketing for that matter should be as clean and concise as possible. You want to guide the reader to the click and make it very clear what they need to do to get to the next stage. This shouldn't be a brochure and it shouldn't be full of a bunch of stuff they don't care about. So, keep the buttons very bold and make them stand out. Like, for example, the top button here stands out against the background, and then the bottom button pretty much blends in and does not stand out. All right, next thing is testing. So now that you have the framework in place, written, designed, and set up with all the technical stuff, it's time to actually test. So I want you to consider creating a spreadsheet for your brand's email marketing that you can use to keep track of your tests, why you're testing that, the expected result, and then what the winner was. I suggest following this structure for testing this welcome email. So in the header section, you want to do about 30 days, depending on how much traffic you get. And then this could be the headline copy, the image in the header section, using a banner or not using a banner or anything like that. A lot of different elements to test here. Now in the below the fold section that we talked about, this could include lifestyle photos versus product photos, brand mission statement versus no brand mission statement, tall product recommendation sections versus a more condensed horizontal section, or two different types of copy in the subheadline, or you can also do stuff in the footer. There's a lot of stuff to test here as well. And then the last one here is miscellaneous changes. So you can continue testing a lot of different things that you think would improve conversions, and just be sure that you let each run long enough to collect enough data to actually make a really informed decision on the winner. All right, so you now have the blueprint. I just laid out everything you need to crush it with your opening welcome email. This is arguably the most important email in your entire Klaviyo account, so it's important that it does well. And now you have two options. Option A is you can write the copy, design the email, and properly build this flow yourself and get it all set up, or you can outsource it to a cheap option on Upwork or Fiverr. Or option B is have my team and I set this email up for you, as well as help you build a bulletproof email and SMS marketing system that keeps your customers around for years to come. Now, to see if it makes sense for us to work together, book a quick consultation call with me using the link in the description of this video, and we can have a quick conversation about your company, your goals, and then just see how we can possibly assist you in hitting your biggest goals this year. Note that we guarantee a 30% minimum increase in email and SMS sales in the first 60 days for any brands that work with us, and we have plenty of case studies to back up that claim. But I hope you found this valuable, and I look forward to possibly speaking with you soon.